Hey there everyone, No DMAA here coming at you with some Eldricore content. Comfy Nerd Games, they were a shop online that helped me get my Digimon product during the pandemic 2020, 2021, mostly 2021. Backstory, they were my suppliers basically. I went to them online for singles originally, and we ended up having a really good working relationship in terms of them giving me product, especially when I first started the channel. So it was like really nice that they were able to give me product consistently throughout Digimon's early days. I was able to get like BT 1.0, 1.5, set 4, set 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they got me 9 too because that's when I kind of stopped. I think that's when they kind of stopped too because we were kind of talking about One Piece for a minute. But then that, you know how that situation is now. For those who don't know, One Piece is in a really Bandai situation where there's shortages, like severe shortages right now. I think Fusion World is on the same thing. But anyways, they were my main supplier for Digimon. They reached out when they started creating this game, Eldricore. I'm gonna have all the links to like their website where you can buy the product in the link description below. So like be sure to check it out. We're gonna have some gameplay content too. I got one of my buddies, Fish. You remember Fish? Yeah, he's one of my friends who I play on the channel with. He invested in Eldricore as well. We're gonna go into what this game's about, the different colors in the deck, my favorite one, and what I plan to do with it in the future for content. Yeah, let's dive in. So let's start with my favorite deck. This is my favorite deck right here. Eldricore is a game that's kind of similar to Magic. It plays very similar to other Bandai games based on my first couple games. I already built a deck. I didn't build it. I mean, I sleeved it. But this is my favorite deck. So they all come in this special little box thing. Um, he warned me after I got it that it's kind of. You might see me struggle to open the other ones, or not. I kind of got better at it, but it kind of opens bad because it's so tight. He didn't realize until after they all shipped out. He didn't realize. That's fine. It's fine. It's not a deal breaker or nothing. It's just something to be mindful of in case you want to preserve the box. You know. So we'll go through the content. Let's see. So these are the bonus cards you get. I think these are the bonus cards you get. Yep. Okay. These are the bonus cards you get. Let's see. Just looking through to make sure I don't shuffle anything by accident. Okay. He's gonna fix the backing too because all the cards are the same. So that's why I'm kind of sorting through and making sure. So everything is a distinct card. I guess he didn't realize it afterwards. I think we kind of talked about this. But yeah, I wish they were all different backings. Like this should like this. These are like your Dawn cards from One Piece, the basic Eldric minor Eldricore. So these are like your Dawn cards. So they basically are your energy. So I wish they were different colors or different backings. So it's okay. That's your leader, the Eldricore. And then these are the extra stuff you get. Like I think these are set one cards he gives you. Like this broken Eldricore shard. This is actually a beta card. He mentioned this on Facebook too. I'll link their Facebook page too, and all the information actually will be in the link description for their website where you can buy their product when they have more. Because I think they have a couple listings left. Last I checked. If not, there's definitely going to be more coming. He's going to run tournaments on tabletop for now. I'm personally hoping he does webcam at some point. I understand tabletop because not everyone will have the cards. So if you want, he made sure there were proxies too. So if you want to print out proxies for these cards, I'll link the link in the link description for that. So I'll have for their website, their website probably kind of just directs all that stuff, but I'll have individual links too to make sure y'all can get to the stuff. But yeah, so this is like your energy marker. So for those who are not familiar with Fusion World, the energy marker goes to the player who goes second. So this thing goes to you when you go second. Yeah, I think the trinket, you don't both get it unless I'm just mixing up Fusion World. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure you only get the broken Eldritch Core shard when you go second, and then if you remove this from the game, you can generate one more energy. So this basically acts like an energy marker, but an extra step. Because the energy marker just acts like the energy. Like this could literally just be the energy, and then you remove it, and then. But yeah, I think it acts the same way. I think. Have I been playing wrong? Anyways, because I think it's supposed to be like down here of your energy, but like, anyways, that's a beta card anyway. He'll tell me later. It's fine. Okay, but then let's see, Eldricore Mines. So this stuff goes with the main deck here that we'll go through because I love this deck actually. Oopsies. But so these are set 1 cards that he gives with the decks. So Eldricore Swiftness is actually my main leader, Eldricore. I love this card. I prefer this over the starter deck, like by a lot, actually. The first ninja follower you play each turn gains Tenacious for the turn. So the very first ninja you play gains Tenacious. So let's go over the keywords. So, well, not all of them, but I'll go over them as they come along. So Tenacious means you can restand a follower. So if a follower has Tenacious, they can restand themselves after they attack, which is really good because you can swing, then restand it and swing again. It's very, 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 very ninja. So these are just like the extra follower cards you get. Ninja spell slow. I'm still trying to figure out what slow and instant means because I don't play Magic like that, but I play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I kind of get it. Gain control of target trinket. Oh, okay. We were wondering how you do this. Like, okay, so there are cards that exist that can take other trinkets. But I don't know why you wouldn't just use this immediately at the same time. Like, the second you got this, you should be using it. I don't know. But there's different trinkets in the game, too. It's not just this. Never mind. It's not just this. I just realized. There's more to this. Like, the Broken Elder Shard is not the only trinket in the game. Like, there's other trinket cards. So, Night Mission actually becomes kind of like, 5 cost? I don't know. Gain control of target trinket. Treat all tag as ninja instead of the original type. Oh, that's pretty good because then everything becomes ninja. Well, that's interesting. But it's 5 costs, so I don't know. 5 costs seems like a lot. Seems like a late game card when it should be an early game card. You get 4 of these? Oh, nice. Let's see. Rising Moon Ninja. So on play, you may play a ninja follower with a cost of 1 or less from your graveyard. I love that he calls it graveyard, by the way, because it's Yu-Gi-Oh. I love graveyard. I like calling my discard pile the graveyard. I don't know. I like Yu-Gi-Oh's terminology for that. You get 4 of these too. That's sick. Shadowblade Sentinel. Once per turn, ready one of your other ninja followers. So 5. Okay, this might be worth playing because I would never swing with this. Unless I had to. Because once per turn, ready one of your other ninja followers. Like, he can stay. He can keep. He basically gives other followers Tenacious. Once per turn. Well, I got some deck building to do because I didn't realize these cards were in here. But yeah, I was gonna deck build anyway. Like, after I do these videos, I was gonna upgrade my Blue Ninja deck with those extra cards and with my other copy. But yeah, this is the deck. These are the extra cards you get by buying the starter deck, so you can like improve it and stuff. I think it's really cool. But the blue deck is basically just swinging fast and hard with your followers. Like, let's see, the starter deck. Let's talk about the starter deck. Eldricore Mine. When a ninja follower you control dies, you may exhaust this card to draw a card. So you +1 whenever a ninja follower you control dies. As long as you tap the Eldritch card. I have way more fun with the other one. I don't know, set 1. But yeah, your energy is supposed to look like this. So, like, you got, like, this is like your Dawn, you know? Like, your energy is looking like this. And then you tap it to pay costs, basically. So it's like your Dawn. Except you only get 1 per turn. Like Dragon Ball. It's like a mixture of Dawn and Dragon Ball. Like, there's a lot of similarities to Bandai games. Which is, like, fine. Because Bandai copies itself. And a lot of card games, look like each other. Which is, like, fine. Because there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest. Like, there's not even a legality issue about that. Lorcana tried once. I remember. Ryan Miller, yeah, like they tried to say like he copyrighted something about mechanics, and we're just like, I was talking about it with some of my buddies. This ties into the whole like a lot of TCGs are the same, you know, where it's just like, I don't think you can copyright a mechanic. All of these card games have it, you know, like it's not just Lorcana. Lorcana, I forgot the specifics of like what was the issue. Like Lorcana like copied something from a different card game that Ryan Miller was working on or something. And then I talked to a lot of my friends about this. The lawsuit obviously failed because Lorcana is a game now and it's out. So it's just like, dang, that's crazy. Because you really can't copyright a mechanic. Like what I just said, like this. Like my example, this is a good example right here. Like basic minor Eldricore. Like a lot of card games have an energy source system like this. Like I literally just said this is a mixture of Dawn from One Piece and the energy system from Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Fusion World slash Masters. So it's like you really can't copyright a mechanic. But yeah, this deck is sick. Blue Ninjas, Blue Stalker. When this card deals damage to a follower, double that damage. So it's like this deck. So the whole concept of the game is to like mill your opponent out, because how you lose in this game is deck out. Because every time you take damage to your leader, like say let's talk about this card. So the cost is right here, the one. The red one here is damage. The 2 green is health. So this guy is a 1 cost that hits for 1 damage, and he has 2 health. So when he deals damage to a follower, double that damage. So when he swings at a follower, and if I hit the follower, double the damage. So the 1 will turn to a 2, which is pretty good. And then so it's like Lorcana too. Okay, this is where it swings back to being like Lorcana. So are they when you attack an enemy follower, you also take damage back like in Lorcana. So like let's say it's a mirror, and then you swing at this. So this thing will hit for 2 to them, and then then it'll hit 2 back because of the effect. Doesn't say your turn or their turn, or so I guess it's just active whenever it happens. So like if it hits itself, it can kill itself basically. But the only difference is if it lived, say it only hit for 1 damage, like he has 1 health left. When you end your turn, the damage resets. So the damage only sticks for a turn. Critical. Back to being it similar to Fusion World, you know, like it's just like it's fine. All these games are similar. It's okay. Critical is different though because it's more like Banish from One Piece. Where it's like, so when you hit for damage, so 1 damage, if you mill a savior, so saviors are like security effects in the deck. Let me find a savior card. Real quick so I can explain savior. Savior right here. So Master Defender is a savior. So when you mill this card from damage, you would play this card, savior. So if you get hit for 2, 1, 2, savior plays it out. But since this thing has critical, if that was the 1 card that got milled, it would not play itself out because it cancels the security effect or the savior effect. You know what I mean? So it's basically like a delicate plan, but ninjas, which is cool. You know, I like that system a lot. The fact that your deck is your life. I mean, your deck's always your life, but it's actually your life. You know, when you deck out, you lose. On play, Swift Assassin draw card, so it's classic 1/1/1 like Kid Trunks. This is Kid Trunks if he decided to be an assassin. It's cool. It's cool. Ancient Ninja Relic. Exhaust this card. Give one of your ninja followers +1 damage this turn. So this is another trinket. I just realized there are multiple trinkets. You can steal your opponent's cards in this game. That's crazy to me. There are cards in the game that you can steal. Like in the red deck, I'll show after this. Like the red deck can steal stuff. When I was playing Sin of BLs, he stole my ninja. That wasn't nice. Yeah. On play, heal 2. So heal 2 means just put 2 non-savior cards back into your deck at the bottom of the deck. So the heal 2, we didn't know this when we first played. Good thing we didn't record that one. But like now we know that on play heal 2 means you have to put non-savior cards back in the deck because he was doing a dumb loop. Cinnabiels, he was doing the dumbest loop. Because we thought he could put saviors back, so we were like, how do I stop this? The only way I could stop it was with a critical swing. I canceled it. It was hilarious because I was talking to Comfy Nerd Games after that, and they were all like, "Oh yeah, you can't loop it," because I had to explain to them because they didn't know what I was talking about. They were like, "What loop?" And I was like, "This loop," and they were all like, "Oh, you can't do that because you can't put saviors back." And I read the rulings, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I should read this." But yeah. Heal 2 is nice. I love using this card to get my deck thicker. My life. Smoke Bomb's good. Return target ninja follower you control to its owner's hand. So like you can get cards back that you want to reuse. Like it's really cool for like getting cards back like this that heal 2. I love Quick Stab. This card is so good, actually. This card's really good in the deck. So it's a cost 1, deal 2 damage to target follower. So this thing just like Quick Stab die. It's an instant, so you could just use it like Magic Gardo! Quick Stabbo! Then they die. I kill weaklings with this. You only get 2 deck. That needs to be a 4 of. Yeah, when I'm gonna mess around with this deck. Because I'm playing with Fish in a couple days, so I'm like, I gotta get going. I gotta start deck building like crazy. Master Defender. On play, get an opponent's follower, -1 for the turn. So make them less damage when you want to swing. Oh yeah, this is also like Dragon Ball where you can attack immediately. Dragon Ball and Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can attack right away. There's no summoning sickness in this game. So like everything in here can attack right away. Which is wild. I didn't realize how fun that used to be until I played this game and Fusion World. Because I got these cards around time Fusion World came out, but I played this first because Bandai product is hard to get sometimes. It's just the scarcity. Like, I'm really lucky that Gilbert actually got me some Fusion World stuff. But anyways, we're not talking about Fusion World. We're talking about Eldricore. Savior, we played the card. We talked about what Savior is. This card is kind of lame. Put this card on the bottom of your deck and search tree for a ninja card. I really didn't like hitting this late game. I might take it all together. I really did not enjoy this card. Or cut it down. Like, I don't need 4 of this. Like, the search is good because you get to put it back in the bottom of your deck after you use it. And then search. I mean, because you put it at the bottom of the deck, then you search tree, because according to that sheet he gave me, you shuffle the deck after. So you reshuffle this card in. And it's like, I didn't like hitting it late game. That's what it was. I don't like this card either. Lotus Venom. Attach this card to target follower. The follower dies at the start of its controller's next end phase. Because red can get around this so easily. Because they blow up their own follower. Like, purple can get around this so easily. Because they kill their own followers too. Like, I don't understand. Unless you're trying to kill your own followers, but this deck ain't about that. The other decks are, but not this one. Hey, Shadowfire Ninja! I love this card. This card's my absolute favorite. Shadowfire Ninja. She is a 4 cost. She has 3 damage on her. She has 4 health. She has critical. She is a very good card. She's really cool. She kind of reminds me of Starfire from Titans live action, but cooler. I don't know what cooler means. More, not live action. Like, this is what I imagine her looking like if she was like an anime or in a fantasy world. But yeah, I love Shadowfire Ninja. I love saying Shadowfire Ninja too. I don't know why. I think it's because Shadow and Fire are in there. It's also why I just love the card. On play, draw 1. Huh. I don't know if I like this. Because there's also a 1 cost that does the exact same thing that we saw earlier. Silent Ninja Shade. But her art is also sick. I don't know. We'll see. You know what I would love? A Mistborn Shadow card game. These cards kind of remind me of what Mistborn would be like. Savior. Deal 2 damage to one follower. So if you mill this from damage, you can hit 2 to a follower. This card's really good. I'll probably keep this in. This is a good Savior effect. And then discard a follower from your hand, self-sacrifice, kill target follower. This card's pretty good because it can straight up kill something. Swift Strike, deal 3 damage to all opposing followers. I used this once and it was so lit. I killed the whole board. Or majority of the board. It wasn't the whole board, but I killed the majority of that board. I think it was against yellow. Celestial Shadow Dancer. On play, killing the opponent's follower will cost 3 or less. Cool. This card is okay. Oh, this card's really good, actually. I forgot this card. Yeah, Whispering Shadow Dancer. Oh, that's why I didn't see it that often in our game in the games. Because it's only a 2-of. Good thing I got 2 decks! Hey! Oh, man. I love that. It's such a good tactic. Like, I like the 2 of each. Like, getting 2 of each starter decks. It's nice. Like, I like having overall extra, too. Even if they gave me 4 of everything. I'd be like, I still probably buy 1 more. But, like, this method ensures it's nice. Plus, they give you extra cards. I like the extra cards. Kill an opponent's follower to cost 5 or less. Hey, I like cards like this. Let's go. But yeah, I love this deck. It's my favorite. I played all 4, and then this one's my absolute favorite. I love this deck so much. Blue Ninjas! Blue Ninjas! But yeah. The other decks are cool, too. Like, we'll just go through them real quick because I don't really have too much to say. Like, red is just pure aggression. That kind of reminds me of Purgatory Knights and like other red decks that just kind of go aggro. See, I just did it. Told you. Like these are kind of hard to open. I was trying to be careful, and I tore into it. But yeah, like. All right. So we got Broken Shard. So this is your energy marker for red. So this is the Eldricore possession that Cinnabiel is used. So during your turn, exhaust this card and sacrifice a ready follower you control. Gain control of an opponent's follower with a cost equal to or less than the cost of the sacrifice follower until the end of turn. So this is the card that steals my cards. He was stealing my stuff with this. I was like, and he was getting around my Lotus Venom. I was like, bro, this card just counters me so hard. Diablo. Demon King follower. It's an additional cost to play this card. Sacrifice a follower that costs 6 or less. Yours or your opponent's. See, they can take my stuff too. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Man. If that follower was yours, this card gains minus XX, where the X is the attack and HP of the sacrifice follower. Dang, Diablo. Got Hellhound. Instead of paying this card's energy cost, you can sacrifice followers you control whose cost adds up to 5 or more. You may only play 1 copy of this card per turn. Yeah, so you can't spam it. Okay, that makes sense. Because I'll just swing, do it again, swing again if you're allowed to do it more than once. Because you can just spam with this and it's broken. Sacrificial Portal. Demon Trinket. When you sacrifice a follower, you may exhaust this card, draw a card. Oh, that's so good. Okay. My brain's kind of going crazy here because I'm realizing this deck is kind of wild. I have Cinnabiel's cook it though because I think he is more equipped to play this. I'm not sure. I'll ask what he wants to do. Blood Sacrifice. Sacrifice a demon follower you control. Deal that card's tag to all opposing followers. Demonic Fireball. Sacrifice a demon follower you control, deal 4 damage to a target follower. So that's also part of the deck. Here, let me grab the Eldricore. So let's see here. Demonic Skull. Once per turn, when you sacrifice a demon follower, deal damage to any target. So this deck is just straight up removal. This deck could just straight up like remove things. It's just, and it could get aggro with their demons. Like Hades, the Dreadlord. During your turn, sacrifice a follower you control that costs 3 or more. Play this card from your hand. You may only play. Yeah, it's so good. These cards can just play themselves. Kill the thing. Discard a card from your hand. Kill a target follower. Instant. Man. Next in the Shadowing. On play, deal 1 damage to any target. This deck is pure aggro. It's wild to me. This deck, why is aggro? Why are you like this? It's so good. But yeah, Protection of the Void. Next time the demon follower control will take damage this turn, you may deal damage to your Eldricore instead. So you can redirect it with the thing. That's crazy. Instant. So good. Sacrifice this card, draw a card. Interesting. Tenacious. Hey, Tenacious is so good. Restand. Once per turn. It's a Broly. Soulthorn Pipe. So when you mill this from taking damage, deal 1 critical damage to your opponent's Eldricore. Oh, that's right. This card was annoying. Oh my god. This card, I remember this now. This soon the BLs kept milling it. Savior played this card. He also kept just playing this card off. And his Savior's security effects were just so good. He was like this in Digimon too, or still is. He still plays the game. I do not. Feminist Vandal Savior. Put this card on the bottom of your deck and heal 1. Okay, why is red actually sounding really good? And then thinking back on those games, because it's been a while since I thought about Eldricore. Man, this game, I play too many TCGs. That's what I mean by that. Bruto. So Bruto, I'm pretty sure that's piercing, basically, where it's like if you deal more damage beyond their health, like say the health is 2, but then I deal 4, you take the difference and deal it to your opponent's Eldricore. So it's basically piercing. Take the difference from my attack points to your defense points and deal it to your life points as damage. I remember when the Yu-Gi-Oh characters just described it as that before they just called it piercing. They didn't have a keyword back when I was playing the game. Abysmal Rager. When this card takes damage and doesn't die, this card gains a +1/+1. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, it's just +1. Okay. I think it's +1/+1. Okay. Belzar the Trickster. On play, deal 1 damage to any target. Savior, play discard. Oh my god, red is actually like crazy good. Red is actually like just pure aggro. This deck is crazy. This deck is actually very wild. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna deck build and get this ready because I want to play fish with my blue ninjas. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I'm really into blue ninjas though. Blue ninjas is my favorite of the 4. That's 100%. That's why I had to start with it at the lead. Yeah, these boxes are so hard. Like, I can't wait to get them in deck boxes once I buy more deck boxes. I play too many TCGs. So we're gonna look at yellow next. Senate BLs really like yellow. I'm trying to get around. Yeah, I just ripped it again. Whoops. It's fine. He warned me that might happen. Extra cards. So I think he was using the Eldricore of... Not this one. Eldricore Light Exhaust. No, I think he was using the starter deck one. So, Eldricore Protection. When one of your followers will take damage, you may exhaust this card and wound their costs and critical damage. Prevent that damage. When one of your followers would take damage, you may exhaust this card and wound their cost and critical damage. Prevent the damage. No, I don't think he used this because we were really confused what this meant. I forgot to ask them about this because I actually don't know what this card means. When one of your followers will take damage, you may exhaust this card and wound their cost and critical damage. Prevent the damage. So it sounds like it saves the follower. Because you take the crit. I think wound means you convert it to damage. And then the critical is there, so that means you prevent the damage to the follower, but you take it instead. I think that's what it means. Because that mean he didn't use this follower. He used the other one then. Because not follower, Eldricore. He used the Eldricore of Light. Exhaust this card, give a follower +2 health for the turn. He had to have used this one because we were really confused about the other one. This card is so good, Field General. So all other knights and angel followers you gain ++1/+1. So this deck is knights and angels basically. Like they're just holy people. Oath of Courage. Play a follower that costs 2 or less from your graveyard. Your opponent is currently attacking. The follower played by this becomes a target. So this card redirects. Cool. Taunt. I like it. Insta spell. Quick Strike. So Radiant Paladin. Oh, Quick Strike. That's right. So Quick Strike means normally how if you swung at a follower, you'd both take the damage. So the Quick Strike allows you to swing at the follower without taking damage back. Like you kill them real fast, basically. Like if you swing hard enough and fast enough, you dodge. Like a swift kill. Battlefield Inspiration. Night followers you control gain +1/+1 to 3 cost. Insta spell. And we got block. Night spell instant. Prevent the next 3 damage that would be dealt to target follower you control or your Eldricore this turn. Cool. That's a 2 of. Charge. Deal 4 damage to all opposing followers. That card's really good. Defensive Seance Knight. Savior, add a trinket or weapon from your graveyard to your hand. So this is for cycles for you if you mill it in damage. Gallant Lionheart. When this card deals damage to your opponent's Eldricore, place 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck, draw 1. So this helps cycles out cards you don't need. Pretty good. Golden Exemplar. This card may attack trinkets. Oh, that's pretty sick. This card can... Okay, that's how you also get rid of trinkets. Okay. That's cool. Golden Vanguard. Once per turn, deal 2 damage to this card. Give another human follower +2 damage for the turn. Oh, that's pretty good. Golden Vanguard. Holy Shield. Exhaust this card. Prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to a follower you control. Holy Warrior. One play a follower that costs 2 or less from your graveyard. So this basically just helps build your army, your holy army. Buff them up with the power of friendship or whatever, and then attack real hard. That's Royal Paladins. Hey, actually. Late armor. Exhaust this card and discard a card from your hand. Give a follower the cost 4 or less. Quick Strike. But it's sick. I love this. Actually, I'm understanding this deck a lot more now that I'm reading the cards. Noble Crusader. This card gets +1/+1 when you control a trinket or a weapon. Oh, that's pretty good. Become a 2/2. Savior, play it. Noble Guardian. Man, I love the play it savior effects. It's like hitting security and then you just do shit. Do stuff. Sorry. Apologies. Recruit. Play. Just draw 1. Chit Drunks. Righteous Cleansing. Night Spell slow. Return a minor core to the bottom of your core deck to kill 1. Oh, this card actually affects your energy source. So you return a minor Eldricore to the bottom of your core deck. So it's like Dawn -1. Kill target follower. Okay, I like that. Then Bruto. If he has piercing. Man, yellow's actually pretty cool. I'm understanding it. It's basically Royal Paladins, Holy Knights. Build the army, hit really hard. I dig it. Now we'll talk about purple. Necromancy. It's the resurrection deck that messes with the graveyard. Like Digimon. It's basically Digimon purple. What, like, not as complicated? I don't know. I had a hard time using it. Origami was using it like I was, like, not smart. I'm very hurt every time he does that. I'm like, you're so good with purple. I don't understand. Yep. Extras. Let's talk about the Eldricore. So Eldricore of Rebuff. Oh, Final Fantasy. During your turn, exhaust this card and discard a card from your hand. You may play an undead follower from your graveyard by paying its energy cost and taking critical damage equal to its cost. So during your turn, you rest it, discard a card from your hand, play an undead follower by paying its energy cost, and then you take critical damage equal to its cost. So you're paying parts of your life to resurrect somebody, which is really cool. But yeah, I like the art on these a lot. King of the Graveyard. All your other cat followers gain +1/+1. So this deck's centered around making your cats and rats strong and resurrecting themselves a lot. Morbid. Bone Crusher. When this card deals damage to an opponent's Eldritch card, discard one card from your hand, draw one. So filter and maybe resurrect from graveyard by pitching the right card. Wound 3. Kill target follower. Undead spell slow. So I think that means you take 3 damage. Like you hurt yourself and then mill 3. Cat followers you control have +1/+1. Let's see. Planting the corpse. Search your deck for an undead follower and place it in your graveyard and shuffle your deck. Pretty good to recycle stuff. And get the right ones you want to resurrect in your graveyard. Purple Eldritch Shard. Exhaust this card. It's a trinket. Give an undead follower you control +2 damage for the turn, so just make your card's stronger. This deck can spam fast though. Like it's crazy. Ritual. Remove a follower from your graveyard from the game. Heal for the cost of that card. Siphon. Sacrifice follower you control. Heal 3. So this card helps you just make your deck thicker because you're milling to get cards in graveyard, but you also need deck to save yourself. Soulless Slasher. Sacrifices follower. Kill an opponent's follower that costs 1 or less. These are the cats. I love this card. Wigglesworth. On play, you may play a cat follower from your graveyard that costs 1 or less, so you play the lower level cats when you do that. And then we got the Zombie Plague. It's an insta spell. The next time an undead follower you control battles an opposing follower, the opposing follower dies at the end of the battle. So it's retaliation on a magic card. Zombify. Deal 3 damage to all opposing followers. Your opponent discards a card from their hand. It's a 5 cost. That's pretty crazy. Army of the Damned. I love this card. Play up to 3 undead followers will cause your list your graveyard with their effects negated. Those followers can only attack other followers, and they die at the end of the turn. So you can't like spam attack your Eldricore, opponent's Eldricore. I like this. I like cards that just play themselves off security, like Savior. On play, draw 1. The Cursed Reverend. I like the art a lot on these cards. Eva Cursed Knight. He's really cool. You may play a follower that costs 3 or less from your graveyard. Savior, peak 1. So I think we just look at the top of your deck. Yeah. Hey! Grave Prowler. This card can't be blocked by opposing followers. Oh yeah, everyone has Russian blocker basically. These followers can block attacks. Savior, play a cat or rat follower, cost 2 or less from your graveyard, with its abilities negated for the turn. I don't think it can play itself. I think the card's milled or in a resolution slot. I'm thinking of Weiss when I think of these effects. Like, I think it interrupts. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'll have to ask about rulings about that later. Like when we get, like, I think it interrupts. I've been playing like it interrupts. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm really impressed with this game. Cinebiels wants to play more. He loves it. Fish is playing next. He bought cards, so we're gonna webcam. We're like battle. I usually webcam battle him for Digimon, One Piece, and Fusion World, and now Eldricore. Damn, we play a lot of TCGs. It's actually like wild. Anyways, thank you all so much. I can't thank you enough. Honestly, I just thanked you like 5 times, I think. But this I'm just very excited for this game. Um, there's tournaments happening for tabletop. I want to invest, but it's like I don't really use tabletop, so I'm like I never used it. I don't have it. At recording of this video, I don't have it at the moment. Um, I'm debating it though because there's tournaments coming up. I don't know if it stays tabletop. I'll eventually have to give in, right? But webcam would be cool too. I play webcam. I play a lot of webcam. I low key like prefer webcam at times for just convenience. But Eldricore is a great game. I really love playing it. You'll see gameplay webcam mostly probably because Fish is the only one who got products, so it's just as far as I know. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's other consumers, but the only person I know is Fish, like who is my friend, who I play with. Anyways, thanks again. I'll see you all for the next video. There will be more Eldricore, okay? No DMAA is logging off. I hope you invest. Remember to check out the links as well. All right. Peace out, y'all.